First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, he'll dump this one off to Connor. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. To throw, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing on first down is Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that will keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Left side caught by Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Murray to run again. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Shotgun now for Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. On play action, it's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Murray off play action. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play fake. Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Go. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Allen to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Allen now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 5. Now Allen. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Once again, it's Connor, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
He's going deep for Brown.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
From the gun, Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Throwing again, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen under pressure. They got him again. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. $51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now to throw. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taking it about the 1. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
First down, Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Throwing now is Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray fighting Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach had plenty to say about this game.
Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the...
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Back to throw it, Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Prater to add the PAT. Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. Former Lion Matt Prater has it teed up, ready to go, and we are underway now from Glendale. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. To the air right away is Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Golden, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a whole lot better after throwing the second interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Singletary again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Touchdown! Kyler Murray finding Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10. Their own 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. This could be it. This could be the turning point.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, well, you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Singletary, they'll run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on first down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing on first down is Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, this will be caught by Brown. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Murray going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw again on second down. Murray. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing again, Murray. He's into the secondary. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 21-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And some space here. There he goes right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Allen off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Golden picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
To try again after the sack. Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The kick by Bass is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now a deep blow there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, Murray will keep it.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That time he'll pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. From the gun, Murray. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Anderson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. Murray now to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It'll be Murray on the keeper.
And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
James Conner
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On play action, Allen.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 35 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Singletary is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start listing help with all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The Bills are ready for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. He'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Shotgun now from Murray. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They're going for it. It's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Andy Lee now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And it's fielded at the 34. Shifts past him at the 45. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Throwing is Allen.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there?
Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl.